everyone, welcome back to Jim's Weekend. That's the only thing I can remember or remember to use for our name. If anybody has a better suggestion, I'd love to hear it. But anyways, for this Weekend with Jim, I did a little bit of lawn work. Put this down a little bit, there we go. And I cut both the front and backyard yesterday. It was humid yesterday, it was 80% humidity. And it just wasn't fun to do that. And found a lot of bare spots, and I was like, the owners before us, they pulled out a beautiful tree in the front yard. Actually, two beautiful trees in the front yard. And that's 2 years ago when they did that. And nothing's growing there because it was a dead tree. So I did some research, and I've been wanting to do something and learn more about it. By the way, this is my area that I have, and I'll show you around really quick. So in this area, I have, actually it's all walled in. And then over here, sorry about that guys. Over here, my air conditioning and another wall. And then of course a door to go to the garage. Those are my puppets. That's Chad. I don't really have a name for that character there. And then this is Greg the cat. I have a couple of videos on these guys, and I just, if I'm bored, what I'll do is, I'll make the cat talk. Anyways, Monster, same thing. He's in a tuxedo. He was doing a video earlier, and he just stands around and talks to everybody. Chad, on the other hand, I made him, as you can tell, and I just might put a mask on him. Over here, we have my skeleton. I've had him for 2 or 3 years now, and he's been in a couple of my Instagram pictures. I put some eyeballs in him. He wears my hat. He just stands around, hangs out. It's pretty much all he does. A buddy of mine made me this cool Mandalorian mask, which I have to work on. It actually fits my fat head. So, what else we have here? We have, now this I put as a barn door, just for the fact that I can open and close it. So I want just a slide door. And again, it's just basically just to keep the door closed or open. Outside. So that's my little area of destruction or instruction or improvement or whatever I do in here. So my yard. Again, I'll show you the patches I gotta fix, but I was looking into the companies that spray that the green product that actually has the seeds in it, and basically what it is Hydro spraying seeds, and the green stuff is what it makes it stick to the ground. So I researched some stuff, and I found a company that said it's a made-for-TV product. It's called Hydro Mousse. It comes in this container, and of course you hook it up to your hose, and it's got a couple of different settings on the top of it. What you do is, and I've seen a few videos on this, so you probably really don't care, but read the instructions. The instructions tell you what to start with. It comes inside here a bag of seed, and also the mousse right here. This is in a packet, and the packet dissolves in the water once it starts going. And both of those didn't work, so a little bit lower. this little packet dissolves and it combines with the seed and it becomes like a sticky substance that's going before. So when I was at Lowe's, it's like I wanted to buy 2 or 3 of these just to try out. See, they're $21 for this, the seed, the packet, and your trial. So I asked the guy, this is the last one they had, so maybe it works, I'm not sure. But I asked the guy, I said, do you have any more? And he goes, no, but I do have there's a trash can over there. This. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, it's the same company. It says refill pack. What is it? So I was figuring if I bought it, this is $21. It does about 200 square feet depending on how you do it, or 500 square feet if you do it lightly. I figured, well, let's see what this does. So I bought this. This is $21. It's got 2 refills of the whole packet. So let's open it up and see what's inside it. You have 2 refill packs of the mousse itself and a whole bag of seed. It's opened up, split in half. $21 for 1 plus a container. $21 for 2 for a refill to do 1,000 square feet or 400 square feet, depending on how much you want to use. I want to try it out. I have some, like I said, bald spots in the front yard I want to fill up. And I got some area in the backyard. There's a certain area that we used to, when we moved in here, people in front of us had a above ground pool. And what they did was they cut an area out of the grass. They put dirt and sand and everything there just to put their pool and level it out. I grew up with a pool. I'm not sure if a lot of you have or not. And a lot of you go, oh, if I had a pool, I'd use it every day. No, you wouldn't. Believe me, you wouldn't. As a matter of fact, I grew up with a pool and I hated having a pool. My dad asked me to clean it, clean the filters out, and you got these gigantic grasshoppers, and I'm afraid of grasshoppers. Yeah, go ahead and laugh. Yes, I'm afraid of grasshoppers. Secondly is the cleaners never worked properly. It was a big pool. I'll put a picture of the pool that I had to clean all the time. The pool was downstairs. Sometimes, you know, if it wasn't downstairs and upstairs or level with the house, it might be a little different. But our pool is downstairs. We didn't want to use it. The only people that really used it was my mom. She would swim every morning, or sometimes every morning. We didn't even have a heater for the pool. The sun heat the pool. I used to live in Southern California. So my dad and mom decided not to use the heater anymore. So they just waited till summertime when it got warm enough, 65, 70, 72, 78 sometimes, 82, depending on the year, depending on the outside temperature. Well, anyways, so we got rid of the pool in our backyard. And at that point, once we got rid of the pool, it was pretty quick. It was a brand new pool. I'm not sure, you know, how, probably a $600 pool. I sold it for $150 on Facebook Marketplace. They picked it up in a minute. They picked it up right after the first break of winter, and there was still ice in it. So, but they took it, got rid of it, fine. Now I'm left with a patch of dirt. A friend of mine is going to help me out. He's going to refill the patch up, and I don't want to touch that part, but I have other areas I do want to touch up. So anyways, back to this. So I saw videos on this. I saw videos on laying that carpet of grass. I've seen seeding. Seeding, yes. With this, you just spray it on depending on what you want, and you got to water it all the time. Well, here's the thing. I saw a guy that was in New York, in Texas. He watered it every day in the shade. The heat killed it. I saw it. The heat killed it. So another guy, he was in the Midwest, and it started growing pretty good. That's why I just wanted my grass to be green. I'm going to be doing, I did lawn what's it called? Not lawn care, it's called True Green. I did them in our other place in Pittsburgh, Indiana, and boy, my grass is beautiful. But it was a rental, so I stopped doing it. Now here, I have to compete with other people, and I'm going to show you who I have to compete with, especially my neighbor Tom or Greg across the street. His grass is beautiful, and he uses True Green. Out here we have True Green, we have lawn care, and I talked to a buddy of mine, Brian, and he's a professional Amazon delivery. I know what this is. This is my fire pit. Anyways, so Brian, he is a landscaper. He does the big wigs here in Indiana. He's done Tony Kanaan, an IndyCar driver. He does. He used to do Alexander Rossi, a couple of the Colts players, the Colts coach. He a lot more houses than that. He does beautiful work. But I asked him a question. I said, "What is the cheapest way to go ahead and do my front yard, my backyard, except for using these other companies?" He goes, "There isn't. If you use a smaller guy, they use the same chemicals, but they're more expensive." So I asked him, "What about Scott's 1, 2, 3, 4 program?" He goes, "Use it. That's going to help you probably the best." So I've already used the number 1 program, which is on feed and weed, first one. And next week I'll be doing number 2. Number 2 on the grass. Number 2 on the grass. That sounds even worse. I'll be using the second of the 4 products for the grass. And then number 3, which is during the summertime, and number 4 is right before or during fall, and then our last cut is in fall. Suggested cut height here is 3 inches, and some of us do it, and I'll show you my neighbor. Some of us don't care, but once you do it right, it looks beautiful. So let's get forward and move to the next step. And right now, we're going to go ahead and set this up, and we're going to take care of the bald spots in the front yard, and then I'll show you around my neighbor's house, and of course my other neighbor's house, which is bad. But anyways, let's go ahead and check it out. So this is, actually, let me take this off of here really quick, and I'll walk around. So this is my grass, my front yard, and the grass looks really good. I just cut it the other day. It's 3 inches high. I have a trimmer. I keep it nice and clean. I do what I can to do what I can. I just, if you watched my last video, I just did my sidewalk and my driveway. So this is this part right here, and this, of course, is the right side. This is my neighbor Antonio's house. He does the same thing. He cuts his at 3 inches, which looks really good. You can see the color difference, though. It's a different blend of grass, I guess, but not too much different. And then we have Greg across the street. He uses True Green. And True Green does a great job, and they do such a great job in their house. And then we have the neighbor. So let me walk over to the neighbor's house. As I'm walking, I'll show you the patches that need to be cleaned up. One patch is right here. And I'll tell you what happened here. This is my fault. When we first moved in, I went to go ahead and fertilize the ground, and I spilt some fertilizer there, some Scotch fertilizer, and it killed that area because it was so strong. And I tried to clean it out, but it was too late. All this right here we have to work on. Some of it is coming up. Matter of fact, let me show you what's coming up over here. Our roses chair needs to trim down a little bit. Here's some bald spots that need to cover. Cherry needs to go ahead and start trimming this down. These, they grow every year, but they're not ready to go yet. Like right here, this one's coming up. These are coming up nicely. But here's the worst part. This used to be a tree right here. And I want to get all this and cover these spots all in here with that product. It says that for between 7 and 10 days, you'll see some kind of action. But all that's coverage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this back. I think I said that before. I'm going to move all that back a little bit. And then here's my neighbors. They cut it down to the grass or down to the dirt. But the thing is this is Indiana. It's springtime. This stuff's going to grow anyways, and they still have to cut it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and hook up the hose and spray this area, and then use that one product or one canister for this. And on this side, think I'll put some more mulch in here. Terry likes that. It actually, during fall, right before fall, this blooms. I'm not sure where. I think it's an iris. But over here, there's some brown spots here. A lot of water buildup. I got some area patch. I'm gonna spray this down. That needs to be trimmed down. And we gotta fill this in. I did buy a hydrangea, and I have no idea where it is now. I don't think it made it. But anyways, this will actually grow, believe it or not. I think it's already starting to. It's amazing how many things you look at, and this is a really important plant right here. Anyways, topiaries when we move back, and then got dandelions everywhere. And people go, oh, don't get rid of the dandelions because the rabbits love them. Believe me, we don't need any more rabbits around here. So anyways, let me hook this thing up and we'll get to going for our next video. I love trying new products out because you never know if they're going to work or not. Sorry for I'm saying that. Okay, so this is in. It's on the off position. I have a water position, a light seed, off, and heavy seed. Then they say to put the seed in first. So let's go ahead and do that. Yum. Seed says it is what does it say? Kentucky bluegrass 85% tall, fescue 85, creeping red 85, 90 on the personal red grass, and tall fescue 90%. That's like 500%. I only have 100% here. Again, this packet is the packet that comes with the container, and the other one, it looks like it's more. I lost a little bit, but not very much. Then this is a disposable water disposable. You're supposed to put it in and mix it up like that, and then you put your lid on. Voila. So at this point, I have a little tangle issue. There we go. Okay, so let me loosen up some more and open up my. So the water's on 100%. We're gonna turn the water to get in here first. And they say once it starts turning green, you switch it over. Now time to water it for a little bit. I can use a regular water, but because this is on here, there you go. That's this container. Let's open it up and see what it looks like on the inside. This is green. There's some seed in here, not much. Looks like it took most of it. There is a group of seeds inside here still. But I think for the most part, it did a pretty good job. So we're gonna let this sit here. I'm not gonna do the backyard with the other stuff yet. I want to see how this works out. And I will water it every day. The other containers that make this, but this looks like it came out of the sink of a house. It was very well made. So, I mean, if there's anything about it that's anything, you can use this for other things, I guess. These are my rose clippers. I bought that, and I think I left it in the sun too long because it started to die. So I put it in the shade, and it's starting to grow again. Let me show you my vine I have in the backyard. It's getting really big. My backyard. So this used to be a tree. That's where the pool was, as you know. And I have a tree over there, and of course I have areas that are not growing along the wall. So this, Brian said he's gonna come out and help me out with this. And what I did was, at one time I put down seed, and I had it mostly covered, but the wind blows this stuff off with hay. And believe it or not, there's grass growing underneath there. Hi, Pekkas. You wanna play ball? Okay. We get it. So this is the curtain. I need to get weighed down more. I know what I want to do. I just have to get something from Staples, believe it or not. And here is this. And this is growing really good. This is only 3 weeks old, 2 weeks old. It's doing so nice. These are doing nice. I got new bulbs. I got some LEDs, low voltage. I gotta move this out of the way, otherwise it's up here. And this is a half shade, half. Anyways, I got these new. What I'd like to do is I'd like to put these on the concrete down here. Like that, so people can see where they are. So I'll have that one there. We'll have one right here. One right here. like that. Just so people don't fall. Join us again. And I hope you enjoy my videos. I try to put a little humor in it. And or fault. My fault. Other than that, thanks for joining me. I hope you like this. I'll be back next week with something else, and I'll show you the outcome of the front yard and see if it actually works, this product that I bought for $21 at Ace Hardware. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you later.